guys? This is Josh from Castle Comics again, welcoming you to my end of the year wrap up / beginning of the new year. So I'm going to talk about my top 5 comics of the year, series of the year, and a few honorable mentions. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll see what everybody thinks. But I just like putting people onto new comics, and new series, or some series they've enjoyed before. So we'll start out with a few honorable mentions. First of all, we did Absolute Batman. The fact that it made my top 5, and that was crazy. It's blowing up right now. The first issue's over $100 raw, slabbed, crazy money. But the biggest reason is I just haven't kept caught up with it. I read through issue 4, so they're at 15 right now. I do have the issues. I need to catch up. It's my own fault. I've got a lot behind, which is why I haven't been doing the reviews. I have a stack of comics like this right now I need to catch up on. So Absolute Batman is one of those that's kind of fell behind for me. I kind of trailed off after issue 4. Needed to save a little bit of money, so cut it, thinking it was, it was going to get worse. It got better. I was wrong. So, but that's why it's not in my top 5 right now, just because I haven't caught up with it. Still a great comic, and that's why it's definitely in my honorable mentions. Another one that's the same issue is Something's Killing the Children. James Tynion continued to impress me with it. I read all the way through issue 40. I think they're at 45 right now, so I'm only 5 issues behind on that one. Not quite as bad as Batman, but it was enough to where I didn't want to judge most of the year, because 5 issues is, 5 months, maybe even 7-8 months with the way they space Something's Killing the Children out sometimes. So because of that, I decided to add it to my honorable mentions. So now we're going to get to the top 5, starting with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the newest volume. They're up to issue 13. I have not read 13 yet. It's the only issue I'm behind on. It has been a really fantastic run. Jason Aaron's original run through the first 12 issues was awesome. Lagged a little bit at the end, but I really love the story of the Turtles starting out separate with Splinter dead, and so they're trying to find their own way separately. And this new threat of this new Foot Clan brings them back together, and they do not get along at all. And it's a really good journey of getting the brothers back together and just having that story go the way it's supposed to go. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So going down to number 4 on my list is all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. This has been a really fun read too. I'm a couple issues behind on this one as well, but this is mostly all of them lately. Like I said, I have to have a stack of comics I need to read, but what I've read so far is really fun. It's a really cool kind of retelling almost, because using the Cosmic Cube from the previous story, Gwen has altered the history of her universe from Earth 65 to now in the 616 universe with her dad, and just kind of living this perfect life until she discovers people start turning up dead. And it seems like it is because of her symbiote. Little backstory in the original Spider-Gwen run. By the end of the series, Gwen had lost her powers, and so she relied on the symbiote she had formed a bond with it to replicate her powers, so she didn't have her spider powers. So when she rewrote history with the Cosmic Cube, she's got her powers back and doesn't have the symbiote anymore. So now the symbiote seems to be, even though she rewrote the history, seems to be out for revenge. So it's been a really fun read. Had some appearances from some other Spider characters like always, so it's just been a really fun read. So that's why Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider is my number 4. Going to number 3. Top 3 was really tough. I think the first one was pretty easy for me because it was such a great read, but 2 and 3 were really flip-floppy. But I did end up with Ultimate Spider-Man at number 3. Like I said, it was a really tough one. This series has been amazing. I haven't read issue 23, which is this one. Really sad that they got delayed. So the final issue 24, was supposed to be out before the new year, and the Ultimate Endgame series, but it got pushed back to January. So I'm really hoping that Ultimate Endgame does not have any spoilers for Ultimate Spider-Man's finale, because it takes place after, technically. This happened once with Spider-Gwen when I read it. They had revealed something before the final issue of the series that came out, and it was a pretty big twist. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, the issues, out of 22, since I've read 22 issues of this series, 1 has been lagging to me. The rest, I have just chomped at the bit for the next issue. I finish it, and I'm just like, why don't I have all of them? So we'll see if 22 was the slower issue. Still had a really cool twisty ending. I like the ending. Ready for this one. So like I said, gotta catch up on some books. So I'll be reading this soon. But that is why Ultimate Spider-Man is my number 3 for the year. Number 2 for the year, another tough one. I'm a couple issues behind this one as well. Yes, it is with all of these. Is Absolute Wonder Woman. Same with Absolute Wonder Woman. The first 13 issues were actually, sorry, 12 issues were just chomping at the bit for the next one. Love the Greek mythology lore. Love that Wonder Woman uses magic in this. She was raised on the island of Hell. It's just a very unique take on her story. I think of all of them, it's one of my favorite takes. So it's been a great comic. Like I said, I haven't read I read 13 was a little slow. It was a 2-parter. I'm hoping 14 with a 2-parter picked up, and then 15 is the crossover with Absolute Batman, which people have been clamoring for. So hopefully that one's good as well. But that is why, Ultimate or Absolute Wonder Woman has made my second place. And first place for the year, James Tynion does it again. He started it. I don't know. He is a co-writer on it. I don't know how much he's involved now, but he wrote the entire first issue, and he's been a co-writer since issue 2, and that is Exquisite Corpses. This comic is insane. It's just basically kind of a battle royale style where you actually find out that 13 families rule the United States, one from each of the original colony states, and they pretty much have a battle royale every 5 years where they each get to pick a weapon from a deck of cards, and that weapon they have to pick a killer. I mean, it doesn't have to be a killer, but it can be anybody that represents that weapon for them to be their killer, to go into this death match where they do it on Halloween, and they pretty much quarantine off the city because they have this much power, and the family that is the victor gets to rule for the next 5 years, pretty much, as the head family. The head family does not participate in the current one that they're doing, but it's been a really cool, really deranged kind of comic, but me loving something's killing children, this is not surprising. But yeah, so Exquisite Corpses makes my top comic for the year. I would recommend reading it if you haven't read it. First prints are kind of harder to find for the earlier issues, but they are there's plenty of different print runs, second, third print runs for them. And I think they probably, since they're on issue 8 now, they should have a graphic novel out for the first at least 5, 6. So I would recommend picking that up, guys. I always recommend, I don't say this enough, if you're just trying to read some back issues and you're not trying to really collect, graphic novels are a great way to go. They're cheap to pick up. It compiles a bunch of the issues into one big novel, and it's just the way to go. So with that, that's my top 5 of the year. Now we're getting into some fun stuff, guys. We're doing the blind bags. We have one Ninja Turtle blind bag, some Mark Spears blind bags, and we're gonna finale it out with a bunch of Ultimate Endgame blind bags. So we'll talk about first the Ninja Turtles blind bags. I don't think there's just besides being ratios and more expensive issues, don't think there's anything super special about these. So I grabbed one of those. I'm also gonna I should have a Supernatural blind bag possibly for you guys too at the end of this, so we'll see. Now the Mark Spears ones. We did the Winter Heartland. You guys were here for me for the huge original blind bag opening for this. It was one of my best videos. I wanted to thank everybody for checking it out, and I just really appreciate it. It was my highest view video, most likes, all the good stuff. It was just really trending in the right direction. So I really enjoyed it. That was really awesome. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, so we're gonna do 5 of these, and then we'll get to the Ultimate Endgame ones. But we're gonna start out with this as kind of a little appetizer. Like I said, the Ultimate Endgames, I think we have around 30, so 25 to 30 to open. And then we'll do the Supernatural one right before the Endgame ones as well. So yeah, so let's get started, guys. Here we go with the Ninja Turtles. I'm just going to kind of open it from the bottom like this, cut it, and then slide them out. Let you guys see it first, since everybody seems to love that. With Mark Spears, they do have the tickets in them, and I will check for the tickets. If you hit one of those, it's pretty big, because that's like a holy grail thing type thing. So here's the first one with the Ninja Turtles. Let me get this. Blind bags are a little tough. Kind of have to get the edges a little, get them out. All right. There we go. So you guys see it before me. This is the Ninja Turtles blind bag. Oh, nice. I have not seen this one. It looks like cover C. And it's I guess it's the Happy Holidays cover. So that's really cool. So I don't think there's anything in these that are any different. No, crazy tickets like the Mark Spears blind bags have, stuff like that. But yeah, so that is Ninja Turtles number 13 blind bag. So that was really fun. I like that cover. Didn't know what I expected to get in that one. All right, so now we're gonna start with the Mark Spears ones. Let's see. I guess we'll still try to continue to do the bottom and drop it out like that. So like I said, we're looking for in this one. The big thing is Mark Spears has put. I think he did 13 in the original blind bag. This one I think he did in the 20s. They're tickets, holiday tickets, and they get you pretty much a 1 of 1 from Mark Spears. So it's just like a grail. It's all right. So here we go. I think they did a little extra thing on this. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, this is a little tougher. Trying to do this without messing up the edge of the cover. I'm not good at blind bags. You gotta give me the benefit of the doubt on these because I'm very bad at these. Might just trim the edges real quick here. So we want to bend the, so they have this. I guess this is just an insert to keep it from getting messed up, which is kind of cool. Keep catching this edge right here. This is a very unsuccessful attempt. We're just going to bend it really farther. We'll probably go from the top from now on. I think the top's a little bit easier. It's probably going to get less bend. There we go. All right, so this is the first Mark Spears blind bag. Check it out for myself. Ooh, nice. I've seen this one before. This is really cool. This is A25 on the back. It has a list of other ones. Now let's check for that ticket. A lot of times it's either in the first page or the last page, but we'll just double check throughout. Don't see anything in that one. All right, but that is the first Mark Spears blind bag. I like that cover. It's really cool. There's a couple I was hoping to get, but we'll see how it goes. All right, this little thing. So we'll go with number 2. Let's try from the top. See if the top is any more successful than the bottom for me. I need to get better at this since we're going to be doing so many of the Ultimate Endgame ones. Let's see, we'll still just pull like this. Go and get that insert out. Go for the issue. Here we go. This feels a lot better. All right, so, and cover number 2. We'll have to reveal stuff to you guys before I reveal it to me. And let's see what we got here. Oh, nice. This is one of the ones I wanted. It's a D&D homage cover. I really like that. That's pretty sick. So yeah, so that is number 2 of that. And nope, no tickets. All right, so that's an awesome cover. Really excited to get that one. Going to number 3 of 5. The insert's kind of high up, so I feel like I'm cutting into the insert a little bit. I do appreciate them putting it in there to keep, Marvel apparently is having a debacle at the moment with the Ultimate Endgame bomb. So we'll see how many of mine are damaged, but they had a bunch that came out that are pretty rough. So, all right, number 3 for the Mark Spears. Oh, this end got caught a little bit. Get that tore a little bit so you don't catch that. A little bit. There we go. All right, number 3. Check it out. Oh, nice. This is like a Terminator homage. It's pretty neat. Do appreciate the cardstock in these and stuff. It's really thick. They hold up pretty well. Yeah, there is no spine takes or anything on these. So, all right. So that was number 3, guys. We got 2 more to go. Still hoping for that crazy ticket. Don't have any luck really, so I'm not counting on it. But you never know. Trying to stay positive. All right. Get this insert out. All right, and here is number 4. So let's see what we get. Oh, nice. That's really cool too. That is a sick one. That's a nice one, man. Okay, it's A10. So no foil, but it's still sick. The big hits are the foils and I'm trying to think what else. The big hits are foils and the glow in the darks. So yeah, it's number 4. That one's pretty sick as well. All right, guys, going to the last one for the monsters. Right, insert coming up. And last one. Here we go, guys. Come on, let's get a ticket because I'm big here. Or at least a cool cover. One of the big covers. What do we get? Oh, nice. Okay. Not one of my favorites, but you know, it's pretty cool. Check for that ticket as always. Doesn't look like one's in here. So no luck with that. That's okay. Alright, so that is the 5 Mark Spears blind bags. We'll knock out this Supernatural one next, and then we'll go into the Ultimate Endgame. Before that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a contest I have going on, or what I've been doing. So I've been deciding, I told you guys I was trying to think about what to do. You know, I had the Blood Hunt #1 slab to give away. I'm still thinking about doing that. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to do it. Because I had so much time in between that. I mean, it's been a really long time because of the gap in my videos, and I apologize for that. One thing I'm going to do, since we are opening up a huge amount of the Ultimate in-game blind bags, starting with this video, if you like it and make a comment on it, I would like you to be subscribed. I'll double check on that too, so like, comment, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, you know, you're good. If you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe for me. But if you like, comment, subscribe, you will be entered, and I'll do a wheel. I'll probably do it literally next video, so hopefully in a week or 2 from now, we'll do it. And any of the extras of the blind bags, if we get duplicates, which there's for the Ultimate In-Game blind bag, I've seen quite a bit of duplicates pop out. So if there's duplicates, I'll be giving the duplicates away in wheel spin contest. So I'm not sure, I might do a like first, second, third pick, and then the first will get the most expensive one of the 3, and then second and third. But I want to make sure I reward a couple of you guys, because you guys have been awesome watching my videos, giving me, you know, just helping me out. So I really appreciate it, guys. So yeah, now I guess we'll get into the Supernatural blind bag and the Ultimate In-Game blind bags. So let's get that started. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of it, which is the blind bags for Supernatural and Ultimate In-Game. For the Ultimate In-Game bags, I didn't quite get as many as I wanted. I was hoping to shoot for around like 20 to 30. I found out 10 of them got delayed in shipping. Another 10 are coming in shipping, but they're still gonna be a little later. So for now, we're just gonna be doing 6. I might be doing a part 2 to this video that'll have me opening the rest of them. It'll just be a straight blind bag video, no rankings or anything like that. So we'll do that as soon as we get the rest of them. But for now, we're gonna do the Supernatural blind bag, and we'll do the Ultimate In-Game 6. Start out with this one, the Supernatural Premium blind bag. This is for issue 1. It does actually have 3 Dynamite variants for it. Don't know if there's any real special ones or not. I just thought this was really cool. So yeah, this one is a little bit, feels like it needs to actually just kind of tear. How do I do this here? They're pretty tight, so let's see if I can just kind of get here without actually messing up the comics. This is actually a little trickier. Might have to just try to cut down the side here. Yeah, it should be good. As always, I don't know which way the books will come out of this, so I'm going to try. Okay, so let's look at it this way. So we're going to do this. I'm going to reveal all 3 books to you guys first, as always. There's this, which is a blank sketch cover, yellow sketch cover. So that is a cool, different variant from the regular. I have the regular sketch cover, and it's normal white. So this is a yellow variant for the sketch cover. Oh, we got a foil. Yeah, a foil cover. Full cover. Don't know which cover that is. It's cover X according to this for the blind bag foil. And this one. Oh, that's a sick one. I like that one a lot. That's neat. That one is cover, just says ZC for the blind bag. So these are all blind bag exclusives. It's really sweet. Just a cool little side thing I wanted to do. I happened to see it at the comic shop, picked it up. So that's those three. And now we're getting into the real part, which I'm really excited about, is the Ultimate Endgame blind bags. So, these can contain covers from Mark Brooks. There's a Mark Brooks blind bag edition variant. There's the Blue Line Blank variant. Lozano cover, Kafu cover. Chip Zdarsky did a 1 in 1,000 cover. Dan Panosian has a regular cover. Ryan Stegman has a 1 in 25. There's just so many artists that can keep going. There's a lot of really cool stuff. The one we're shooting for is there's sketch covers in these. Like I said, they're like 1 in 1,000, so the odds are super, super impossible, really. But you never know. We really stick to getting one of those. But yeah, so let's crack into these and let's see what we got here. As always, I will start by showing you guys. Now it does come out. I'm pretty sure it has this little like slip cover over it. Yep. So that is the slip cover they put. So we're just gonna go like this and straight reveal it. So this is cover 1 of 6. This is Scotty Young. So this is the Scotty Young variant. So that is a cool one. I believe I might have already got a Scotty Young. I did get a couple of these opened on a Whatnot stream for myself. So if this is a duplicate, like I said before, this will be going into the contest. It does have a couple spine ticks. This was a big issue with this run, is that almost every blind bag just had damages to them. Like, which is unfortunate. A lot of the covers that you can actually just order the covers by themselves outside the blind bags for some of them, and a lot of those can clean. So, but it's a real shame because these are some really good looking covers. But maybe they can be pressed out if it's something we're about. A lot of people, you know, I don't know. We'll see how people react to it. I think people are not happy about most of it. So, okay, so that was blind bag number 1. We got the Scotty Young variant. Let's go to number 2 here. Keep praying for the sketch cover. Like I said, I'm just I love custom art. You know, like commission pieces and stuff. So this would be really cool to hit one of those. Like I said, the odds that were so far up there, pretty tough. All right, let's try number 2. Number 2 cover is cover A, which I believe I also have. So this also might be tossed into the competition, so or the giveaway. So also has a few takes on it. Yeah, it just seems like they're all gonna have this along the spine, which is, like I said, unfortunate, but it's not really much at this point we can do about it. Hopefully Marvel will make it right and do something, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I do have 20 more of these coming my way. Ooh, that flew off there. Number 3. Ooh, this is one I do not have. This is the wraparound cover by Sanford Green. The reason I know that is because it has cover all the way across. This one still has the ticks, but yeah, so you can actually see has a full wraparound cover. So this one's really cool. That's, like I said, it's one of the ones I didn't have, so I was excited to get that one. All right, on to the last 3 blind bags, guys. So I just still keep my fingers crossed, hoping I can hit a sketch cover. Or even there's, like I said, there is a 1 in 50 ratio, a 1 in 25 ratio, which I think I've already pulled, but it's still a good one. And then even a 1 in 1,000 ratio that's not the sketch. So there's some pretty big ones. All right, number 4. What do we get here? Ooh, Dan Panosian. I don't think I have this cover either, so. Yeah, that one's an awesome one too. Like I said, I would love to get all the covers. There's not too many. There's the different ones that were tough to get, so, but yeah. And of course, like I said, sketch covers are impossible. But, all right, guys, number 5 of 6. Getting close to the end here. All right, what do we get here? Another Scotty Young. So duplicate. So for sure, the Scotty Young will be tossed into the competition. I know the cover A I showed you will also be tossed into the competition. So we'll at least have 2 covers. We'll see for the last one. Let's hope we don't get another duplicate. But I'm looking for the Peach Momoko would be my main one. I guess now if I don't get a sketch, because it's one of the ones I don't have. and I really like Peach Mocha's art. All right, guys, here we go. Last blind bag. Wish me luck. What's this one? Ah, another cover A. Okay, so this will also be for sure thrown into the competition. So, guys, you will for sure be getting out these two. We will. I think I have, since I have 2 cover A's, I'll probably give it out 2 cover A's. And like I said, we've got. I guess still got 20 more coming at some point. 10 of them should be here in the next couple days, so I might do a follow-up. Might end up doing a 3-parter total. The other 10, I do not know when they're coming. The information given to me was very kind of like just weird, so I'm hoping I get them at all. But if I do, it seems like they're coming later on the end of this month. So towards the end of this month. I don't know why it's taking so long, but you know. So fun opening, guys. I really love doing blind bags for you guys. You guys seem to really like them, so I want to keep trying to do them. They're doing a Daredevil blind bag sometime in, I think, January or February. So I'll see. I'm not a huge Daredevil fan. Great characters, is not big in the comics. So we'll see how it goes. I might jump into it just for you guys, so we'll see. But yeah, as always, guys, keep reading comics. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. And look out for part 2 with some more blind bags, at least 10 of them. So, and hopefully in those, like I said, still always have that chance for the crazy sketch, something cool. So yeah, as always, guys, I appreciate it. Keep reading comics, checking out the blind bags, and I will probably when I do the next one, I'll have a better idea of what I fully have extra to do for the contest. So hopefully, if I get a couple more extras, doing the 10 bags, then you guys will be getting, the winners will be getting more than 1 comic apiece. So, should be really fun. Look out for that. See you guys next time. Keep reading comics, guys.